Oh, give it up! Hi, I'm Janmumrik.
I'm Havard, yes.
Yeah, and this is a lovely game called Nikita. It's the spiritual successor of Captain Claw. Slightly different. So this is basically a fox pirate simulator.
Polish.
Yeah, Polish kids game.
Yep. It's a lot better than you think it is. It's actually really cool.
So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Timing starts when I
skip the cutscene here.
Yeah. So
you can count down.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah. So first thing we start off with is just bouncing across the water here to skip a couple of tutorial messages.
Oh, that's another of the tutorial messages. So, a funny thing about this level, the first enemy and the only enemy in the entire game has a random sizedly sword. Oh. So he's trying to skip that cutscene by going to the right, but so every time you reset the game, which you do on this level all the time because it's the worst, you get a differently sized sword. So we have like a few clips of really big swords. That was headbagging. So if Nikita has something over her head, she can jump forever. It makes perfect sense, you know.
Yeah, just keeps on resetting your jump. Mm. So here's the end of the first level.
Yeah.
So instead of going around the entire island, we just go straight to the end.
And to know, this is the English patch. So totally accurate translations. So he's gonna get a triple jump from this sign. It's kind of difficult. He has to like run and jump into the sign and fool her to think that she's running on air. So there you can see she's running on the air and she can get a third jump.
Yeah. So this is also a very big level, and now we're at the end of the level.
Yeah. That'll be a recurring theme.
Yeah. Most of the levels loop around, so the end is pretty close to the start.
Yeah, and we have a lot of like fast skips and stuff, but even in terms of glitches, this game might seem very basic, but it actually has a lot of cool mechanics and glitches. And unfortunately, a lot of them are not that fast. And yeah, the enemies are good. Nice voice. So there's a new skip we found. Like, oh no, you're doing.
Yeah. I don't want to do the new skip because it's.
This is more fun anyway.
Yeah, this is cooler.
So shoutouts to Multi-Winner for finding winner hovering. So Jan just went into a cutscene to be on a surfing board.
Yeah,
but because he died and had like a black screen fading thing, she can't go into the cutscene, so she flies instead. And the end level trigger is below us, and conveniently pressing ESC twice makes you fall down. So that's like, it's just perfect. A lot of things in this game are just like somehow work and are perfect.
Yeah, and those turtles.
This crab
there,
kills himself.
Yeah. But those turtles that I jumped on there, sometimes they spawn up in the mountains
and glide down. Fly down.
So that's a nice run killer.
Yeah, so that's probably the only RNG in the run, apart from other things happening, I guess. But it's turtle flight.
Oh,
there we go. This is actually a quite difficult set of like maneuvers. If you can see like the textures on the floor, you can only jump on the ones that are like
very defined.
Yeah, like have detail. So he just hits this tree trunk, and then we get to another glitch, which is the trampoline. I don't know. Does it have a name?
No, it's just a trampoline glitch, something.
Yeah. So we've played this game like surprisingly a lot, and every time we come back to it in some form or another, we find new things. So what he did there on the trampoline is when you land on it and you don't hold the directional key, but instantly press it after landing on it, you can actually take whatever route you want and like fly with it instead of it like taking a straight like a predetermined path.
Yeah, it has a like forced trajectory, but if you don't hold any keys before, then you can change it yourself after. So now we're going into the Volcano Level, which we have a new route for, but it's also
It's barely faster and hard.
Yeah, it's very risky. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the old one, which also is fast.
Yeah, go the scenic route. I mean, I guess all routes are scenic when you're gonna do some mountaineering, so...
Yeah.
So he's gonna take damage from these, like, twigs, and then get a double jump from it and get up here. And now he jumps around the invisible wall to get on to the mountain, and then we'll go to the balloon, and you'll see the balloon soon, and do a fight. It's the only, like, actual fight we do.
Yeah, we have one...
Boss fight.
Yeah, sort of.
If we can call him that.
Yeah. Okay, just...
So this wall is in a cutscene that like doesn't actually exist, except it does. So we just can jump on that.
Yeah, I mean it's
a part of like the next level, I guess.
Yeah, next time we get back to this level,
yeah.
They like to reuse these levels.
Yeah. So instead of like making new levels, they made you just spawn here in the next iteration of this level, like close to the end of the game.
So now we're gonna make this pig kill himself by.
There we go.
Walking into the fire.
You want it to be bacon, it's fine. So there's something that can happen here is there's a cutscene that happens there, and if we don't exactly know how it happens, but if you land on a spider while the cutscene happens, like he skipped the cutscene, you can fly. You just fly to space. So finding that and a way to do it will probably skip time in other levels.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Are you doing old strats or?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, mad lad.
Yeah, mad lad. So we have new strats for this level, but they're kind of slower.
Yeah,
but they're very consistent. He's gonna go for like pretty precise and hard and stupid trick instead. So yeah. he needs to open this door and get on the door, and the door is dumb and you fall off every time, and you can never double jump from the door because of reasons. Yeah, so he has to single jump to this thing, and then he can Robbie backpedal. Shoutouts to Robbie, epic dude guy. The backpedaling up certain things make you actually able to. We're not done. This is the hard part. Oh, okay. Rip. So he needs to walk off the edge, and like it's not frame perfect, but he needs to be very precise when he presses jump, and then he can get a third jump that way. So that's another way of getting a third jump. So that's the hardest part of the trick. But getting up this pole normally, if you do it forward, like trying to walk or jump forward, you just slide down instantly. So, but certain things you can just backpedal up. So he really wanted the third jump. Oh, he did it. Okay, that's really good.
I was just screwing around the first time. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So he's gonna jump around to the left here, around the kill floor. And then get on a trampoline again, and trampolines can take you wherever you want to go. So. And now because he has 5 lives, he can just skip the boat, because the boat is horrible and softlocks you. So let's not do that, and just skip to the end instead.
Now we're going into Machu Picchu.
Yeah, now we probably have to talk about print screen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it probably, but
mad lad.
I'm doing a triple jump abuse instead.
Okay, yeah. But there's a jump, so we're out of bounds already, but there's a jump here on the edge of the map, and it's too high for her to normally double jump up. I mean, you can, but it's impossible, so yeah, it's impossible. He's gonna triple jump here again, like it's again not frame perfect, but almost, and then do it again to get up. So that's really good, actually. Concobra found a way to print screen. Now, if you spam print screen, like her physics sort of gets removed for a few frames. So the frames where she gets like pushed down from not being able to go up the wall disappears. So you can make jumps easier. And that's a really good skip as well. It's pretty easy though if you have the angle right, but getting up here early instead of taking the other ladders.
And now we're coming to a beautiful level. Yeah. This used to be such a long level, so that's why we're going backwards.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of the level. That's how that works. Like, just go away from your problems and stuff?
No, there's no ice anymore.
Oh, yeah. So there. So he just jumps up the rock and over here, and now the level's over.
That was like the definition of the level wrapping around. It's just a big circle around the entire map.
Yeah, so as you have already seen, there's a lot of bosses in this game, and we've totally fought them all. Yeah. he's gotta do some very...
Yeah, I got bounced into the invisible wall, so I got pushed down into the water way too early.
Yeah, so he's gotta jump all the way around to skip like half this level. But as I was saying, a lot of bosses everywhere. Yes, okay, so we're gonna fight another one. Except it's the first one we fight, and only one. Even the last boss, maybe. Who knows? Spoilers. So he wants to be at 1 heart here. Or not wants to, but he has to. Because we need to get more hearts later to do more water skipping to get to the end. But the fastest way to get your hearts back is to die. So we need to get to the most optimal place to die. That's basically what's happening right now. So he's... and it's also in the general direction of the boss we need to fight.
Yeah.
Which is basically like, if you... Yeah, it's on the total opposite side of everything. So he takes the checkpoint, he dies, gosh. And he's gonna headbang up this this house and then start going to the boss. So because that wall is like very slightly curved, he can headbang on it. It works on anything, like...
Yeah, anything that's that you can be under.
Yeah.
So here.
Oh no. Okay.
This side as well.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. He can do the rest of the level with 1 life. The only thing this is a problem with is if he now, when he fights the boss at the end, he can softlock if he kills the boss and gets hit at the same time, which is surprisingly easy to happen. There's another way to... That looks scary, but it's actually not. Like the water isn't actually there.
Yeah, you can splash your feet into the water. That's fine.
So even though foxes don't like to binge, that's the translation. So that's the boss. If he knocks the boss into the water, it's the softlock, and if he dies on the same last attack as him, it's the softlock. So as long as none of those happen, that's fine.
Oh!
No! Okay, he has to replay the level. We're going over estimate.
God, don't worry about it.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just go fast. Go fast. Go fast. God damn it.
So that happened like 3 times in our blind race of this game.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how we found the game. Me, Sui, and Janmumrik just picked up the game and decided to blind race it at some point. And it took us like 2.5 hours, 3 hours to complete the game because it's actually really long and hard. But yeah, we started routing from there, and it's actually like a really fun game when it doesn't softlock. Though again, he should have had 3 hearts there, so it shouldn't have been a problem.
And I should have. I kind of felt like it was going to happen there, so I could have just died and played it safe.
Yeah, he could have. He had
and
checkpoints.
Just respawned.
Yeah, he had checkpoints near the boss, so he could have just went in the water and been safe. But that loses time, so it doesn't take that long to get back. But again, headbanging up the wall and stuff. Yeah, I guess I can mention all the other glitches in the run, because it's kind of relevant for this game. Or not in the run, in the game in general. There's so many though, but one of them is called balance walking. And when he was walking across the plank with the sharks on it earlier, she has like this balance animation. And you can totally break that, like really badly, so that she walks underwater and becomes invulnerable and walks up any wall. So you just hold W, but you can only walk in that specific direction. So if we can find a setup that gives us an angle that takes us to a checkpoint or a cutscene, and then manage to die even though we're immortal, then we can skip the entire level. So that's one glitch. And we also have...
ladder...
yeah,
whatever that is.
We have backwards ladder climbing through floors. And you also get like soft locked and slowly float backwards. So he killed the boss, and now we're in Volcano 2, as we can see. So this is where we totally fight Spyro the Dragon and ride on his back to the end of the level.
Yeah, it's a really good boss fight.
Yeah, but again, I don't think we fight any bosses. Oh, that's a really good skip. That's slightly faster than the way more consistent way, but it's pretty good. It's really good. So here's the best use of Robbie backpedaling. You can just it's fine. He has a checkpoint.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, sure.
We've got an anonymous $25 donation saying, "Good luck, Jan and Howard. Rip softlock."
It's fine. It's fine. So
I'm getting a really bad angle here.
Yeah, getting up this tree is really tricky even with Robbie backpedaling, and for some reason there's a floor here that you can skate on, It makes no sense. Just don't worry about it. Polish kids game, it's fine. So now we're in a cutscene area. Sorta, it's like an interactive cutscene thing where you ride on a dragon that we totally fought and are now flying on. And he's going to the end of the level. The problem is that they didn't want you to be here, so he has to do a jump here to get up. Which used to be like the biggest run killer in like oldie times. But with print screen strats, hopefully he can get up in a reasonable amount. There we go. Yeah.
Easy.
So print screen makes it so much more manageable. So thanks again, Kang. He found that last ESA. We played this a lot last ESA. Revolutionized the game.
So here's the last level then.
Yep. So
we're gonna fight the final boss.
Yeah, we're gonna fight. We're gonna collect cannonballs and fight 3 ships by shooting cannonballs at them, and then fight a boss fight where you shoot cannons at him, and then like has many stages of the boss fight. Oh, that's a really cool way of doing it backwards. It's not easy. So as you can see, there's a castle. There's a cannon there up on the tower. You might be able to see it, and you use that to shoot some ships. But obviously, everything I've said so far has been a lie. We're not going to do that at all. The boss's ship is like far in the distance over here, even though it's not loaded. Except for the end level trigger, of course. Because that makes sense.
And that end level trigger is a fuse that you use to blow up some stuff to get the treasure.
Yeah. So there's a cutscene here. If he walks to the far right, he can skip the cutscene. And then he jumps up here, and then he can get like barely. It's funny how like everything barely works in this game. So you can get on this ridge, and you can barely like skip across the water to the fuse. So you can see the fuse popping in very soon. There it is. And now he just needs to time his jumps and his attack, and then the fuse is gone. The time is not yet. It'll be very soon. The screen will fade to black after he's moved closer to the fuse.
Yeah, need to move, otherwise nothing will happen. Time. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Solid
We got to see the softlock. People believe us now.
Yeah. There's when you knock him into the water though, you can, if you know exactly where he is, you can jump down and manage to bounce on his head to kill him.
Yeah, we might be able to like set up a balance walk and walk to him under the water. But so it's not super softlocky, but pretty much.
Yeah. So thanks. That was Nikita. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Glad to finally have it here.